So the list of all-star reserves, because we already know the actual all-stars who are starting, which if you don't know those, we'll go through them at the end. But the list of all-star reserves is Sonia Citron, Skylar Diggins, Ryan Howard, Kiki Ira-Afen, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Alyssa Thomas, Kayla Thornton, Courtney Williams, Gabby Williams, and Jackie Young. So those are the players who are on the reserve list. Yes, there are some other players that y'all are like, wait, how did this person not become an all-star? We're going to talk about it in a second. But first, let's go through player by player, starting off with Skylar Diggins. Now, Skylar Diggins, I mean, dog, she is the one of the queens of longevity in the WNBA. 34 years old. She has 2 kids. And, you know, this is her 7th all-star selection. Her first time being an all-star as a member of the Seattle Storm. And, fun fact, the reason why I mentioned the kids part is that this is the first all-star selection for Skylar Diggins since returning from her second maternity leave in 2024. So, yeah. Shout out to Skylar Diggins Smith. She is showing that, hey, you can do it all. You can have kids, you can birth them yourself, and you can still play at an elite level. And so far, she's doing it this year. Absolutely. She is 5th in active players when it comes to points. Y'all, she's putting in 18.5 points a game, nearly 6 assists per game. And also, guys, remember, she is in her 11th season in the WNBA. She's shooting around 45% from the field, 42% from the three-point line. And y'all, Skylar Diggins is Skylar Diggins, okay? I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think she is flat out fantastic. She really got in her groove in Unrivaled this past offseason, and she has been flowing and really making stuff work for Seattle. Seattle is a very good squad, and a huge part of Skylar Diggins' success, or a huge part of Seattle's success, is because of Skylar Diggins. Okay. Next up, let's talk about the next person on the list, and it is Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum with the LA Sparks. She is another walking bucket. This is her 4th appearance in the All-Star game for Kelsey Plum, and her first appearance with the LA Sparks. Remember, she's a part of that massive 3-team trade where she was previously with the Las Vegas Aces. Now she's with the Sparks, and she is providing a huge spark for her squad. She is 4th in the WNBA when it comes to points at 20.1 points a game. She's 7th. She is 7th in assists in the WNBA, averaging 5.6 assists per game. Also, she's shooting that free throw shot really well. You know, if you foul Kelsey Plum, you know what she's going to do. She's going to get to that line. She's going to put up a smile, and she's going to drain a shot. She's shooting around 90% from the free throw line. And, fun fact, she is 3rd in the WNBA in 3-point shots made with 44 3-pointers on the season so far. She remains one of the toughest covers in the WNBA. When it comes to Kelsey Plum, the thing that makes her so dangerous is not just the fact that she can shoot, but also the fact that she is a really good passer as well. Like, that's something that she has been developing over the years. We saw her develop it a whole lot more last season when she had to play the point for parts of the year. And we see this year with LA, she is just absolutely rocking and rolling. Fun fact, guys, she was the MVP of the 2022 WNBA All-Star Game. And so, can Kelsey Plum do it again and become the MVP of the All-Star Game? Time will tell. But Kelsey Plum is a big shot taker and a big shot maker. Okay, moving on to her former teammate, we have Jackie Young. Jackie Young, is doing her thing this year. This is her 4th consecutive All-Star team nomination for the big J.O. She has been a quiet assassin for the Aces. That's what she's always been. She is putting up 17.3 points a game. She is, this isn't her best year in terms of scoring, like I would say 2nd best year, but she's incredibly efficient. When it comes to Jackie Young, you know what she's going to do. She's going to give you a lot of consistency, right? 43% from the field, about 31% from the 3-point line. She's another player that if you foul her, if she gets to the free throw line, yeah, she's not gonna smile like Kelsey Plum, but she gonna drain those free throws, okay? All right, she's a 90% free throw shooter for J.O. She is arguably one of the most well-rounded players in the league. However, I would say this year is a little bit like, sometimes we've seen her like really, really off, like for example, that last game that she played in, but like overall, J.O. is a really awesome player, and it's fun to see her in the All-Star game once again. Okay, let's continue on down. Let's just talk about Ryan Howard, y'all. Ryan Howard from the Atlanta Dream, y'all. Here's the thing. Ryan Howard is an elite player, right? She came to the WNBA from Kentucky and was just a big shot maker, a big shot taker from day one. This is her third All-Star nomination in just 4 seasons. She is leading the WNBA in made threes. This is because as y'all have seen this year, there are a ton of threes that she has taken and making this year. She's averaging around 16.8 points a game. She is also passing that basketball as well. So that's something to note. Like, Ryan Howard is great. She's really, really great. She is running a different system, right? With the sort of 3-point heavy nature of her game now. We see a lot of that if you watch Ryan's game, but overall she is an elite player. And hey, I'm not surprised at all that Ryan Howard is once again a WNBA All-Star. Okay, all right, 4.7 assists per game. She can pass the ball as well. Okay, so 4.7 assists per game for a shooting guard. That's a really good playmaking from your shooting guard. And so, yeah, don't sleep on Ryan Howard because she is awesome. And fun fact, guys, Ryan Howard becomes just the 4th player in Atlanta Dream history to earn 3 All-Star selections while they were a member of the Atlanta Dream. And so that's cool. Also, this is the 7th time ever that the Atlanta Dream has had multiple players in the All-Star game. A reminder that, yes, Ryan Howard is a reserve player, but we also have Alicia Gray, who is going to be a starter. So that is something to note as well. All right, let's move on to the hometown hero. Her name is Kelsey Mitchell, guys. Kelsey Mitchell, I'm sure Indiana fans are jumping for joy and also not surprised as well because Kelsey Mitchell has been doing her thing this year. Kelsey Mitchell, 3rd consecutive All-Star selection for her. She is putting up really, really awesome numbers. I would say career high numbers for her. 19.3 points a game for Kelsey Mitchell, right? This is someone who has had double-digit scoring in every game this season, which is another huge feat. The Fever offense, in a lot of ways, it runs through Kelsey Mitchell. Like we've seen her just put her team on her back and just make some stuff happen. And so she is averaging lately, it feels like she's averaging like close to 25 points a night, every single night. And yeah, she's a beast. She's someone who could just put up buckets. Fun fact for her, on May the 28th in a game against Washington, Kelsey Mitchell eclipsed 4,000 career points, becoming just the 5th fastest guard to ever do that. That's pretty cool. She did that in just 238 games. And so, yeah, Kelsey Mitchell is doing her thing. And also, another fun fact, did you know that Kelsey Mitchell recently surpassed 500 career rebounds? She passed 500 career rebounds on June the 27th, and it made her the 4th fastest player in the WNBA to have 4,000 points, 500 rebounds, 500 assists, and 500 3-pointers made. I tell you, all these random stats. Like, you gotta love the random stats, okay? Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about Courtney Williams, guys, the mid-range assassin herself. Y'all, Courtney Williams is back in the All-Star conversation. This is her 2nd appearance ever in an All-Star game. She is with the Minnesota Lynx, and the Minnesota Lynx are looking pretty good. Of course, ignore what they did for the Commissioner's Cup. But besides that, they've been doing anything. They're 16-2 on the season so far, and Courtney Williams is someone who can do a little bit of everything. She can score. As I said earlier, she is what I would call a mid-range assassin. She's averaging around 12.9 points a game, nearly 6 assists as well. She's also grabbing some boards, five rebounds, and almost 2 steals a night. She is one of those sort of glue players for the Minnesota Lynx. When you need someone to just make some stuff happen, right? Of course, you got the MVP right now in the Fisa Collier. But for the Minnesota Lynx, they also have the luxury of having a player like a Courtney Williams, and I believe she will be streaming all of WNBA All-Star. And so, yeah, just saying. So make sure to follow Courtney Williams and Atisha Heidemann, because they're gonna be there, and they're gonna be very entertaining. They're gonna be very, very entertaining. I gotta see if I could appear on their show. That'd be really fun. We about to get to Slim, Tulip. We about to get to Slim. Okay, we about to get to her. Okay, all right. If you didn't know, Courtney Williams is 10 years into the WNBA, and she's shooting around 41% from the field. This is her first appearance in the All-Star game since her 2021 season with the Atlanta Dream. Okay, so second appearance total, but first since she was with the Atlanta Dream. All right, let's move on to another player that I was like, okay. We got one of 2 rookie sensations that we got to talk about in this All-Star Reserve class. We have Sonia Citron, the number 3 pick in the WNBA draft. She has earned her first All-Star nomination, guys, in just year one. Sonia Citron has been doing her thing and has shown the whole world that she means business, okay? She absolutely means business. All right, so far this season for Sonia Citron, she has been rocking and rolling. So far this season, she is averaging 14.6 points a game, 4.9 rebounds a game, 2 assists a game, and about 1 steal a game as well. I mean, and dog, what can you say about Sonia Citron? She is someone who can knock down that 3 very, very well, and has been a huge spark plug for this very young and fun Washington Mystics squad. From the 3 so far this year, she's averaging 38% from the 3. She's averaging 46% from the field overall. And yeah, she's just been rocking and rolling so far in these 18 games for the Washington Mystics. And I got to talk about her teammate. Kiki Ira-Afen is another rookie who is in this year's All-Star game, which is really, really fun to see. Kiki Ira-Afen is just another player who is just, I've told y'all before, Kiki plays like she is unafraid. She plays like she is not afraid of anybody. So far this season, she's averaging 12.3 points a game, 8.3 rebounds a game as well. She is, put anybody against Kiki Ira-Afen, and she's going to go right at them. She's going to give it her best. She's going to give it her all. And you better be watching. You better be watching if you have Kiki Ira-Afen on the offensive end, because she got some moves. She got some moves, absolutely, and she has been rocking and rolling for this team. She has been a big force for the Washington Mystics on the boards and in the post. All right. Let's continue on to Gabby Williams with the Seattle Storm. Gabby Williams, the 28-year-old, will make her first trip to the WNBA All-Star Game. She has had a really, really awesome breakout season, I would say. She is someone who has been with the Seattle Storm for a long time. And in her 7th year in the WNBA, she has been getting in her bag, right? 13.3 points a game, 4.7 rebounds a game, 4.7 assists per game, and leading the league in steals with 2.6 steals a game as well. She is one of the best defenders in the WNBA. And not just that, again, not only is Gabby Williams an elite defender who can guard just about anybody on the court, she can shoot as well. She could shoot as well. 43% from the field for Gabby Williams. She's also averaging 34% from the 3 as well. And so, yeah, Gabby Williams, she is definitely a two-way player while also doing it, of course, doing it with the defense, but also having career highs in points and assists. She really is the defensive engine for this squad. And I'm really happy that Gabby Williams has made the All-Star game. She was one of the players that I voted for when I did my vote because she's one of those players that, like, because she's not scoring 20-something points a game, I think sometimes people want to sleep on defense, and like defense is actually very, very important. It matters a whole lot, and I'm happy that she was able to get this recognition. And since I mentioned engine, I guess we might as well talk about the engine, Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas she's Alyssa Thomas. She is the engine for this Phoenix Mercury squad. In her first year with the Phoenix Mercury, she is absolutely rocking and rolling. This team, the reason why they are as good as they are, absolutely is Satsu Sabally fantastic. She absolutely is. She's doing her thing, and we see Kalia Copper getting healthy, and we're seeing some of the rookies doing their thing for the Phoenix Mercury. But for the Phoenix Mercury, in a lot of ways, it begins and ends with Alyssa Thomas. All right, it begins and ends with her. She is absolutely doing her thing in her big one this season. This is her 6th WNBA All-Star appearance for Alyssa Thomas, and her 4th straight All-Star appearance. And so, yeah, that's going to be cool to see. So far, she hasn't played the entire season. She did deal with a little bit of injury. But through 13 games so far, Alyssa Thomas is averaging 14.3 points a game, shooting a career-high 52% from the field. She's also having a career-high year in terms of assists per game as well, with 9.4 assists per game. She is leading the WNBA in that metric. She's also 11th in the WNBA when it comes to rebounds a game with 7.3 rebounds. And she's still in that basketball as well. She is one of those players who just stuffs the stat sheet in a whole lot of ways. And again, one of those players who I just feel like doesn't get the respect that they really deserve of like what they actually do on the court and like how valuable they truly, truly are. Fun fact, guys, this is something that the Phoenix Mercury came up with. They said Alyssa Thomas is on pace to become the first player in WNBA history to average 14 plus points a game, 7 plus rebounds a game, 9 plus assists per game, and 1 plus steals per game while shooting 50% from the field. She will be the only player ever to achieve that. She's on pace to do that by the end of the season. And the only NBA players who have ever done that is LeBron, Magic, and Jokic. So I'm just saying, truly, 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 Alyssa Thomas is one of one. And also, it is kind of fun every now and then to be watching Alyssa Thomas play, and she's like standing, like she's not even like really in motion, and then you see a player run into her and bounce off. It's just like, man, it's like a brick wall. She don't even have to do anything. She don't even have to do anything. Okay, if you are playing against the Phoenix Mercury, you better make sure your teammates call out screens, because you can get decked. And she ain't even putting no effort into it. She just standing there, and you just gonna boom, bounce off. Anyway, that's Alyssa Thomas. That is Alyssa Thomas. Let's continue on. Let's continue on to Angel Reese. Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky, who is making her 2nd appearance in the WNBA All-Star game. And y'all, hey, I love to see it. Angel Reese is having another really, really good year on the season so far. When it comes to Angel, she is someone who was primarily more in the paint last year, but this year we are seeing an evolution of her game, right? We are seeing an evolution. We're seeing someone basically say, you know what? I'm going to take the challenge. My coach is challenging me to be a point forward, so therefore I will be a point forward. She has been rocking and rolling for her squad. So far this year, she's averaging a double-double. I mean, what else is new? I mean, that's just that's just what she does, right? That is what she does. She leads the league in rebounds with 12.6 rebounds per game. She's averaging 12.4 points a game as well. And so, yeah, she's doing her thing. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Also, she is ranked third amongst forwards in the league, averaging 3.8 assists per game. Okay, that is something to note as well. And so, yeah, we'll just continue to see how Angel continues to grow. She recently became the first player ever in league history with 4 straight games of 15 or more rebounds. And like, that's a big accomplishment. And Angel was the fastest ever in the WNBA to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds. And so, yeah, that is something to note as well. Angel has been having a fantastic couple of weeks. She is really learning and growing in front of our very eyes. We all know how great of a rebounder she is. And she's showing that she could do a little bit more when it comes to scoring. Her efficiency is getting a little bit better. And she's just showing that she is an elite. Well, she's getting there. She's getting to be an elite facilitator and passer as well. And so that is something that is also very, very good to see. And to wrap up the final name on the list, we have the Golden State Valkyries, who are represented, okay? Golden State Valkyries are represented in Kayla Thornton. I mean, Kayla Thornton is a really good player. She was a really good player for the last several years for the New York Liberty. And then this year, she has basically said, you know what? I will take responsibility for this Golden State Valkyries team, right? I know what they need, and I'm going to rock and roll with this team, all right? I am going to put this team on my back. I am going to look for shots, and that's what she's doing, right? That is what she is doing. She is going to be the Golden State Valkyries' first ever All-Star. 10 years into the league, this is going to be her first time being an All-Star, which is also really, really cool to see. She is, in a lot of ways, the heart and soul of this Golden State Valkyries team. When it comes to points, oh, dog, Kayla Thornton got it. When it comes to points so far, she's averaging 14.9 points a game. When it comes to rebounds, she's doing her thing as well. 7.1 rebounds a game. And the thing I love about her is that she is one of those players that can do a little bit of everything. She's kind of like a post player-ish, but she can knock down a three. She can score inside. She can grab rebounds, and she just is someone who constantly is just working. Lindy is right. She absolutely deserved this nomination. She absolutely did deserve to be a WNBA All-Star with what she has been doing this year, and also with how great this Golden State Valkyries team has performed. Right? You have to reward players who are just hardworking. Right? Because with Kayla and with the Golden State Valkyries in general, I feel like a large part of that team is just very like, they just work. They don't really care about the acknowledgement and all that stuff. They just work, right? And this is someone who has been on several teams, right? She started off with the Washington Mystics, then she went to Dallas, then she went to New York, and now she's with Golden State. And I feel like at this point in her career, she's finally starting to get the respect that she deserves. And we're starting to see that elevation of Kayla Thornton, having her be in the right space at the right time. Okay, and yes, Sam, she is a WNBA champion. She was with the New York Liberty last year as they won their championship. And so shout out to Kayla Thornton, man. Shout out to her for persevering through 10 years of being in the WNBA. 10 years in, and you finally get that All-Star nod. It's awesome to see. So shout out to her. Shout out to the Golden State Valkyries. Just shout out to all the newcomers. Shout out to all the newcomers. So there's the list, guys. Those are the 12 players on the reserves list. It's a perfect mix of established stars, young phenoms, and veterans who are finally getting their due. Honestly, guys, this pool of 22 players is a really balanced, exciting, and awesome group. Okay, now the actual 22 is found right here. So so we had, of course, 10 starters in total, and then we have 12 reserve players, and those reserve players and the other starters will be determined by they'll actually be determined by Nafisa Collier and Caitlin Clark. They will be drafting their squads this Tuesday live on ESPN. And so, yeah, that's going to be something to note. And also, guys, the All-Star game itself is going to be on July 19th in Indianapolis. And don't forget, I will be there. And so that should be very exciting.